like I'm supposed to be explaining these videos, all right? And right here, we're doing the intro, which I don't even want voiceover for. But then I want to cut in with my voice, talk about the magic machine gun, how it builds stagger and ATB, that's lock-on and ranged. You can spam the living shit out of it. Just look at this thing. It's getting the shit kicked out of it. It's a bunch of shit. Shitty shit. Star Wipe. The majestic grasslands. The beautiful world of... Well, you know, this is like my favorite game ever, and I don't even remember what the name of the planet is. Or how brilliant is that? Yeah, it's the planet, in my mind. TLDR. We hold block. We press basic attack 1. We press unique attack 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Ah. Sup, guns? Dickerson Dixon here. This video will teach you how to perform a powerful and simple ATB generation routine using Cloud, Barret, and Red XIII. I like to call it the magic machine gun, because I'm one of those assholes who likes to name things. As previously noted, the routine is performed by holding block and then alternating between basic attack and unique attack. This results in Cloud rapid-firing projectiles, building stagger on the enemy and generating ATB for the entire team at once. Apart from team composition being tanky on its own, this routine affords Cloud a very mobile and ranged playstyle, where he can dodge around safely firing projectiles. That all sounds terrible. This is an incredibly easy thing to do, and the timing is extremely lenient. But, you ask, if it's so easy, then why is this video so long, dick? It's because the rest of this video is about the parts that make up this routine. I already showed you the equation. Now I'm going to spend the rest of the class showing you how it works. So, apart from being specific to Cloud, Barret, and Red XIII, all you need to do this is to unlock the Ranged Blade Folio in Cloud's Folio menu. This can actually be done immediately upon entering Calm at the start of the game. It's one of the first 2 folios that you can buy. In addition to Ranged Blade, I advise newcomers also unlock Iron Defense on Barret, which I will briefly cover in this video, and Wild Charge on Red XIII, which I will be covering in a later video. The Ranged Blade Folio unlocks 2 synergy skills that make up the magic machine gun, Howling Smash and Bullet Batter. Howling Smash is a lock-on ranged attack with Red XIII. In Operator, it's a 3-hit combo, but in Punisher, it's a big fat single hit. Just like pretty much any synergy skill, Howling Smash is fast activating, can be cancelled into dodge, block, or weapon skills, teleports Red XIII to Cloud, and it locks the AI onto the target. It generates ATB for both heroes at once as well. Just like all synergy skills, Howling Smash is extremely powerful, and real easy to do. You just hold block and push a button. Not using it is like ignoring a basic move. Remember that. Howling Smash does magic damage. Magic damage causes stagger, and Cloud's light dodge combo shoots out 4 magic waves. Logically, you can combine all of this to create 7 straight magic hits in order to increase stagger and gain ATB safely from range. So the combo would be like dodge, basic attack 1, 2, 3, synergy skill 1, 2, 3, and then ideally finish with a magic cast in order to get the stagger bar even higher. But wait, dick! Can I min-max the magic stat on both heroes to break this shit? Unfortunately, no. Another thing that all synergy skills share in common is that they're only affected by the stats, weapon skills, materia, and gear of the hero who activated them. It seems like a limitation, but it actually gives a lot of wiggle room in regards to team composition. For example, we could roll Red XIII as pretty much any way we want. A damage dealer, a tank, high magic, even a healer. This routine is flexible. This game wants you to be flexible. And the restrictions of synergy skills actually work towards that instead of against it. The other synergy skill is Bullet Batter with Barret. It's pretty much the same as Howling Smash except with physical damage. Everything I said about Howling Smash pretty much applies to Bullet Batter. It's fast, it generates ATB for both heroes, and you can lead into it with magic combo to stay at range. However, since it's physical damage, a more optimized combo would probably involve using bigger physical hits instead of magic. So, for example, you would dodge, heavy attack, which would zip Cloud to the target. You do 1, 2, 3 for an air combo. Bullet Batter, 1, 2, 3. And then we finish with unique attack, which will crash Cloud into the ground. And that'll lead into his close-range flowchart, which I'm not going to go into for the sake of time, but rest assured looks something like this. Tying all this together, we can create a routine where Cloud dodges around, alternating between these combos and using synergy skills to keep ATB gains constant. In a perfect world, not only should two heroes always be gaining ATB, but the third hero should be spending an ATB bar. This concept of heroes A and B gaining ATB while hero C spends ATB is what I call a synergy loop, which is another name that I made the fuck up, so deal with it. Hey, dick, why should I care about synergy loops, you ask? Well, that's because this is how the developers want you to structure your offense. Spending ATB bars on most actions gives you synergy bars, which are then used to power synergy abilities. And synergy abilities are super powerful two-person limit breaks that cast insane buffs like infinite MP. Mastering synergy loops can lead to all sorts of insane routines as the game moves forward. I'll cover synergy loop in more detail in a future video, but the concept is so foundational that I had to cover it for just a minute, especially considering how it relates to the machine gun as a whole. Synergy loops are just another illustration of the golden rule of this game, that ATB is everything while damage is just kind of there. I mean, just take a look at the footage here. My basic attacks and my synergy skills are putting out like single-digit damage. Meanwhile, a single braver or a limit break from Cloud can do hundreds, maybe even thousands of damage if it's set up properly. Pretty much every tool that doesn't cost ATB is there for defense, gaining stagger, or generating ATB. And they all should be looked at in that way instead of as damage dealers. That brings us to the magic machine gun. Bullet Batter and Howling Smash are a 3-hit combo, but if you don't do the combo, if you just alternate between the first hit of both, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, it just becomes an endless triple attack. Everyone's gaining ATB at the same exact time. Cloud can just dodge around. He can play nice and safe. He can play this hit and run game using the machine gun to teleport his partners around whenever he wants to reposition everybody. You see any trouble, you just dodge out of the way, bang, bang, and both your partners are with you. You're completely safe. It's especially good at getting flyers. It's especially good at catching all the nimble, fast enemies that are hard to get. On top of all of that, the team comp is extremely tanky. You get access to Barret's Iron Defense, which is a bubble shield that teleports his partners to him. It even charges the Vengeance gauge on Red XIII. It's an incredibly powerful skill, Iron Defense. Barret and Aerith both have it. The main drawback to the machine gun is that it has poor burst damage, and it's not very good at penetrating high defense. It generates stagger really well, though. And it also generates ATB for everyone, and that is what matters. This game is all about ATB generation. Your damage is completely incidental when you're looking at your basic attacks. It just doesn't mean anything. This isn't some kind of emergent accident. The developers put this here on purpose. The machine gun is definitely a tool that is meant for ATB generation and to control everybody at the same exact time, just like all the other synergy loops that I hope to cover in future videos as I put these out. That's what the magic machine gun is for. It's for building a big pile of resources, getting into a safe position, knocking your enemy over and killing them. It is for building resources. It's nothing to do with damage. All of these techniques are incredibly low execution and incredibly easy, and you can get them right at the start of the game. That's how this whole game is. It's like you have to have a fucking PhD to realize, like, yo, dude, just hold block and alternate between two buttons, and you'll make all your ATB bars go up. It's that simple. It's like a child could do this. Seriously, it took me 200 hours to figure this out. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it or found it helpful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. You can check out the full guide that is going to be the basis of all the videos I am going to be making, called FF7 Rules and FF7 Routines on Reddit. You can also view a short TLDR of this video on my channel. This has been Dick Dixon reporting, and remember, don't be a dick. That's my job. And Star Wipe. Alright, first take. Sucked.